So when I walked into the theatre, I really thought it was an Ajit or Vijay movie because the amount of applause and the amount of fans that there were for Dulquer Salmaan was unbelievable. But before I start off about the movie, I really need to talk about the cinematography. CIA is definitely one of the most visually appealing Indian films I have ever seen. Right from the frames, the angles, the way they've incorporated rule of thirds, or even the tone they've used for the film, everything was mind-blowing. Not trying to spoil the movie, but one of the main concepts of the movie is communism. So the way they've shown communism, whether it's through the dialogues or the way they've brought in like people like Che Guevara and people like Karl Marx, they really added a kind of flavor to the film. We have seen Dulquer Salmaan as the really good actor he is, but this movie gives you the Dulquer Salmaan who's a mass hero that you just want to stand up and shout for. So one thing the makers of the film really wanted to concentrate on was making this film very natural and very raw. So they've used a lot of single shots, they've used a lot of tones which kind of make the film look like we're looking at it through our own eyes. So there's one thing that's very evident and clear from this film. Dulquer Salmaan has evolved from being just an actor to a star. One more very interesting and offbeat thing in the film was the music, especially that one background music which had the wind instrument and the drums, and the other one which had the trumpets when they had these slow motion walks and all the mass sequences. They really added that extra feel to the film. There was one song in the movie where it was jump cut, mela jump cut, mela jump cut. It was literally as if I was watching my own review. But at the same time, the use of too many songs to show the time passing by really made the film's narration get a lot more slower. So there is a purpose in the film and there is a journey in the film. The journey in the film is there so that the purpose kind of gets achieved in the end. But the purpose itself, the core of the film, didn't really seem like a good enough reason for the journey to happen. Towards the end of the movie, there were a lot of scenes where there was forced emotion. It was as if they were intentionally doing it just so that they had some emotion pushing towards the end of the film. But it didn't really work out considering how the film was shaped until that point. But one thing that really worked out of this film was the characterization. Whether it was Dulquer's character or his father or the friends that were around him, every situation that required sentiment or comedy from their part really worked out because it was very natural. But like I said in the beginning of the movie, because the motive, the core wasn't strong enough, the payoff didn't stand above the entire film. But towards the end of the movie, one thing was very clear. It was seen that the directors valued and understood their smart audience.